Yo, what's up, YouTube? Been a while, been a long time. Um, MD20 checking in. Uh, I had to say what's on my mind, man. Like it's it's been a eventful couple of days. You know, not necessarily for me, but to see what's going on in the community as a whole. You know what I mean? I've never left the community. I've always been here. I just decided to not get involved as much as I was because I didn't see like much of a point. I let people who continue to strive and do the work, let them do them. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to people like Ryan Moody, people like Smitty, and others. Like I'm lost in the sauce, man. Like I don't know like what's what in the community anymore. But these last few days or past week, it's been eventful, man, and it inspired me to do this video. You know what I'm saying? A few months ago, I think when people were like the updates were coming out as far as like the game, and of course we're referring to Madden 21. People were up in an uproar when details about the game were coming out, and the hashtag came out, fixed Madden franchise, right? Me as a sim gamer, if there's any mode that I was gonna play to invest like a significant amount of time in, it would be the franchise mode, because I'm trying to invest in a team. I'm trying to develop a team to my liking, and franchise mode for a simulation gamer would be the ideal mode to play. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but for me, as I consider myself a simulation gamer, franchise mode is the mode that I would want to play the most. The hashtag fixed Madden franchise came out, and I didn't think much of it because I'm like, like the game is about to drop. Like, what y'all want me to do? You know what I mean? That's just me, like being, all hope is lost type of dude for all these years of Madden, right? So last week the game finally dropped. Again, I'm not thinking much of it because I don't care. You know what I mean? I feel like an old vet that's been there, did that. You know what I'm saying? But something happened that, like I said, sparked. It gave me a spark, right? So a lot of people don't go by Metacritics, and like that's like console war type stuff. When the Metacritics came out, and I usually watch them from time to time from other games, and even though the user scores don't mean much, it gives you a synopsis of what people think about the game, despite its flaws or just in general, how people feel about that certain game, whether it be good or bad, right? So when I start looking at the Metacritics, I'm like, damn, I ain't never seen, like, even throughout like just hating the game point blank period, I've never seen any user scores like I've seen this weekend, right? So then all of a sudden I start seeing stuff on Twitter, and I'm not active on Twitter. I look at it, but I'm not active at all. I'm not active on social media, really. You know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden I start seeing hashtag NFL drop EA. And once again, I'm just thinking it's a running a mill, you know what I'm saying? It's NFL season. It's a Madden season, quote unquote, like typical jargon that you hear every year that usually just fades away and people play the game anyway, right? So the NFL drop EA hashtag comes out, and I see like it's gaining traction. I'm like, oh, like this could be something for real. Shouts out to what's the guy's name? Soft Drink TV, I think. I believe he's the one that kicked it off. I could be wrong. But I saw a video that he did, excellent work. And that's basically what I want to talk about today, like when it comes to content creators and how we have to bring the attention to why we're saying the things that we're saying, or you know what I'm saying, what I used to say or what others used to say. How can it be effective today, right? Back when I was making videos, back when other people were making videos, like let's say 2010-ish, 11-ish, you know what I'm saying? Us as simulation gamers, we were given detailed information on why we needed change in this game. Detailed information, because we care about football. I came to the realization that just saying don't buy Madden and this game is trash, that wasn't the move in terms of trying to get other people not to do it. We needed people that understood football in terms of how we think of it in our minds as simulation. Meaning, we want a replication, we want a representation of football as how we see it on TV, on the field, playing ourselves, watching it in the stands, whatever. We want that representation. We want representation of individual positions and how they work in conglomeration with a team on the field. That's simulation football to me. Of course, you got other aspects like we just said, franchise, developing a team, developing a game plan at week to week, knowing your opponent. When we look at all these aspects of football, we want it represented to the best of that developer's ability, which we think EA is not. They don't care. They have other avenues of making money, i.e. Ultimate Team and stuff like that. Ultimately, the NFL license itself is the money maker for this game. We all know this. So I think the title that I want to give this video is EA is not selling you football, it's selling you the NFL. We have to have people in the sim community that understand this, you know what I'm saying? And understand how to get this message out and how to best describe as simulation gamers what we want in a football game. I came to the realization that just saying this game was bad and don't buy it, like, it wasn't enough. You can't really trip on somebody not buying the game, or you can't trip on somebody buying the game to make another person understand why this is what we need as a simulation gamer. I look at people like Ryan Moody, like, I don't know how Ryan Moody gets his game year to year. Like, I don't know if, like, people gift it to him, like he buys it. Ryan Moody puts in work. Point blank, period. That's what it is. He's been doing it 10 plus years. What else you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? He is the quintessential source for simulation football on YouTube. That's what it is. As far as I've known, on when it comes to consistency, he's been that source. Where would we be as intelligent simulation gamers that can bring forth information without Ryan Moody? You know what I'm saying? we need people like this in the community. Like Ryan Moody can only do what he can do. We need others. Like, if we're going to make this a movement, and this goes back, like, this is like deja vu all over again. If we're going to create a movement, we have to have more people like this, like, that's bringing out what needs to be brought out, putting it forth on YouTube, going to forums and having discussions about, you know what I'm saying, certain aspects of the game, and not just trash, you know what I'm saying, like intelligent discussions to get these developers to understand what we're trying to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, guys like me, other guys that don't do videos anymore, like, I'm in a situation now, I can't really, I can do it, but I mean, it's just motivational for me. Like, I don't, you know, if somebody can give me like something to hold on to, a bandwagon to jump on, like, I'm here. But it's gonna take more than just a couple of people. Like, when I saw this hashtag going out and it's trending, like, that's big. But we have to put out more information. You know what I'm saying? You got to have something to go behind it. And I'm hoping that we have guys that can step up to the plate and bring forth the information on why people are saying what they're saying. You know what I mean? I just wanted to get my 2 cents on that. Shouts out to everybody, man, that's holding down. Me, myself, do I plan on playing Madden 21 at some point in time? Yeah, I do, because I want to see how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? And if I can, I wanna put my 2 cents in on why it's bad. These last few years, like, I just did, you know, like, it is what it is for me. But if we can, like, collectively come up with a movement, like back in like 09, 10, 11 days, like how it was a thing that was growing and people were making videos and people were explaining intelligently why this game needs to change, then I'm all for it. Until then, like, I'm gonna keep watching. If anybody can give me suggestions on who to look at, I can do that. You know, I can always sub to whoever, and we can make something happen, man. But if we're gonna do it, let's do it collectively. Let's come up with a game plan as to what needs to be done on the social media aspect, the video aspect, and so people can look at what we see in our heads as simulation gaming. But other than that, y'all take it easy, man. Peace out.